Cam,
Hey.
we're in Winnipeg and you're homeless. Tell me about it.
Well, I guess the first thing is that homelessness is kind of like it plays into like personal roles and personal choices have a lot to say with like where you go in your life. And I recently just left Winnipeg to go to British Columbia, and I guess when I was out there, I saw a different side of life, and I guess I kind of looked at that other side of life and realized that life will get you so much more farther in like the real world. Because I was a youth in care, and I guess those days were kind of days where like I could piddle around and do the stuff I wanted without having to worry about a place to stay and where you're gonna get your next meal.
Youth in care, is that like foster homes?
Foster homes, group homes, hotels, detention centers, all those places. So yeah, but I guess living in those group homes, I didn't realize what the real world was about. So I guess after that, CFS dropped me off under a bridge, and I looked at my life and saw like that the life that I was living, it wasn't too good. So I guess I left to British Columbia and started working and realized that you need an education for like today's world. You need stable housing. You need a stable job. You need to be reliable at that job. And like the homeless crowd it's a carefree life, is what it is. But the only thing that's not really carefree about it is where you're gonna sleep, where you're gonna get your next food.
Where'd you sleep last night?
Last night I slept on beside a bridge, beside some train tracks.
Now, how long have you been homeless?
Basically, since I came back, I've only been homeless about a week maximum. So
And I hear things are looking up. You got a job.
yes, I do. And I guess getting that job, you need to, I guess, look without giving up. Diligently look for work, and if you work into like stuff, like work into it, like getting a job, what the homeless crowd thinks is like, oh look, I went out and handed resumes all this day. That should be good. I should get a job at that, off of that. But guess what? People don't realize is like you need to actually put yourself out there. Like you need clean clothes. You need to stay high. Your hygiene levels need to stay high. You have to. You can't give up. Like never give up. So, because there's always hope. It's just whether or not you're willing to grasp onto that hope.
Very encouraging. If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
Well, first of all, I'd wish to make music because I love music.
What do you play?
I like making beats.
Awesome.
So DJing.
Cool.
Yeah, that's my whole goal of coming back there. Is
And number 2?
Number 2 is I'd wish that there was a place like this in every single city in
I
Canada.
agree with you. This looks like a great place.
Because, and that's another thing about homelessness is that about the personal choices is like everybody chooses their own life, and I can almost guarantee you that half of these people here don't have to be here. They like there's so much potential in like certain individuals. It's just like whether or not they are willing to grasp onto that.
But everybody's different, and until they have self-worth, they're not going to change.
Yeah.
See, you started loving yourself at some point, and you said, enough of this, I've got to change.
Yes.
Well,
That's exactly it.
That doesn't happen to everybody right away.
Some people are 40 and 45 still on the street. Like I know 45-year-olds that are on the street.
And wish number 3.
Wish number 3, I would wish for everybody to be kind. That's what I would wish. World peace. Because if the world, like, think of it like this, with world peace comes everything. If the world learned to love each other as they love themselves, there wouldn't be wars, there wouldn't be homelessness, because everybody would be helping everybody, which is basically the concept of life.
Well, thank you very much for talking to me.
You're welcome.